Welcome to Inside Builder channel, large language model automators, Python experts, and my dear friends. Django explained, introducing URLs in Django. URLs are like the controllers and the interface between the user, that is you, and the views that is in the backend of the Django server. How URLs do it? URLs define the URL patterns to which the functions from the views are connected. I'll be showing an example in a couple of minutes. The pattern that you provide in the address bar of your Chrome, Firefox, or any of your browsers, that particular address or the URL is a pattern. That pattern is connected to the function, views function. So we'll be seeing how it is done. Next, how URLs are defined. To define the URLs in Django framework, there is a path object to which we can provide the URL path, the views function, and the reference name. How URLs communicate to views? When an URL is called by the user, or when you go and click a particular link, a request object is created at the front end and it is passed back to the views function. And the views function is already linked in the URL path, and that's how the URLs and the views gets communicate. Final question. Do the URLs control what content is viewed? Yes, it exactly controls how and what kind of contents the user can view from your website. Since the URLs link the URL path to the views function, only certain URL path will be available for each and every user. So that is how it controls how the data is controlled. So that is quintessential question you guys have to understand. We in Django framework, there is a couple of inbuilt classes which helps in defining the URL patterns, connecting the templates, working on the administration, etc. In order to get access to the administration of the site, there is admin.site.urls to which the admin path is connected. The entire authentication of the users that who are connecting to your website can be delegated to Django framework. Django framework takes care of the user model at the backend, and all you need to do is use the accounts path in the URL to get the user to log in as well as to register. Include class is versatile in connecting different apps that are part of your project. The path object, that is the object that helps in creating the URL patterns. We'll be seeing an example in a couple of minutes. And the path object has got names. Every URL that you are generating or you are creating inside the URLs.py, it will have a name parameter. This name parameter can be used for reverse looking up the URL pattern. So I believe that you like this basic introduction about URLs.py, the Python script that is running inside the Django framework. Subscribe to my channel for further updates on similar kind of Django related videos. In the CLI, what you are seeing is the views. What you are seeing is the views of a particular website. So let me also show you the website that we are discussing about. So the website we are discussing about is the simple 4-page website where we have home, apps, we have a single page which is a monolithic page, and we have an assembled page which is built using various parts of an HTML page. All these things are linked through URLs and the views. So we are going to look at the URLs.py of this particular website. Let's begin from the top. So we have admin imported from the Django.contrib. We have path and include. So these two are the most important functions, and then we have views. So this import from views, if you go to the views file, so this is the file which contains the variables as well as the functions. So the functions you see, the index, the single, all these are the functions that are referred in the URLs.py. So URLs, views, and views linked with the models. So all these three files are linked with each other. The more you understand these three files, the faster you can learn to work with Django and the rest of the framework. Let's begin with the path admin. So in order to access the admin part of the site. So let me show the admin part of the site for you guys to understand. Let us go to the browser. Let me open the admin path. So if I say admin here and press enter, by default, this is going to go to the administration part of this website. So you can see the users who are available. So I have already registered my name as a user here, and we can also create groups. Apart from this, in this administration part of the website, you can register the models also. In this particular example, I have not discussed about the models, but when we start discussing about models.py, I'll be including the links between URLs.py and the models.py. So this is about the admin. Next is, the next path looks little confusing. So it is an empty path. What does this mean? So this is the base starting point of the website. So let me go to the website browser. And if I don't give any kind of a path here, so if there is only the base of the server, that is 127.0.0.1 and the port number, and if I give it with empty space like this, you see this is the home page that's get delivered. So let us go to the CLI. This particular URL pattern is used for home pages. That is why you have the name here called home. I will come to this particular path later. Next, we have single. There is a path called single, and this is linked with the views.single function, and we have the name given as single. So let us go to the views file for a moment. So here I have already created the single functions, and this single function is what getting called here. And the moment it gets called, the HTML page gets rendered. So let us go to the browser, and if I click on the single page, you see that the URL gets changed here and the page gets rendered. Like the same way, if you take a look at this location, if you hover on any of the links, you can see the link that gets created. So this is how the front end of the user, that is your website, is linked with the backend, that is the views. How the apps that are created inside the Django project are linked. For that, let us go to the CLI. For that, this particular path, the app_1 is telling that, okay, the path, anything that comes after the app_1 will be linked with the application related pages. So that is why this includes app_1.urls, brings in all the URLs that is under the app. So let us open, you can take a look at the path that I'm using here. If I go into the project, and if I go into app_1, and there is an URLs.py there also. So there I have created a path called as app index, and this app index is what you will see when I trigger this particular app_1 path. So let me show you in a moment in the browser. So you can take a look at this. So app_1 and app index. So this particular page is rendered from the views that is inside the application. So that is how it works, and you see the page is different compared to the page that is coming from project. This is a basic introduction about how the URLs work and how the URLs control and connect with the views and its function. In the next video, what we will see is we will see how to work with the functions and how to get the necessary templates rendered. So with that said, I would like to leave this video with 4 words, that is practice, 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 practice. See you guys. Have a great time.